It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bengals and the Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
Right to the air is Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 20 carries, 80 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he's got another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Now Jackson. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Now Jackson. Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Being shown on this opening drive, they've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Once more with Mitchell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
3-0 after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd
Absolutely.
make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon looking for a center, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You know, when we come out of the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Hey, middle.
Jackson now off the bootleg. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Jackson. Dumps it off to Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. The lead is now 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Mark Andrews Jones, who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the New York Jets. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy. Gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And an excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throw left side to Higgins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow. He his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down, Bengals.
First down, here's Burrow. He's across midfield, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Again, it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good pick up there, 26 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Now it's Jackson.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Jackson will throw again. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking deep here for Chase. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job of eluding the blocker, making a play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest in the...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 12. A minute 35 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
Get your
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Jackson into the hands of Becker. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Edwards.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play call.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, this was a very close.